Frida, in terms of what they're going to get from the conference, right? There's so many things that will be happening. Of course, we have the keynotes and the panels, the keynote speakers as well, master classes, which I'm really, really, curious about, and excited about, and together with the Rhino's Den. So that question on the Rhino's Den. So who gets to pitch, number one?
I like that question.
Yeah.
I like that question because many times we tend to see things and we think it is for them.
Yes.
Who is them?
Yeah.
All right. If you're not intentional about what you want in life, then everything will always look like it is for them.
Yeah.
There's that person out there who has been looking for access to capital. You have gone to the bank. They have said no. You have gone for one accelerator after another. They have said no. This is a good opportunity for you to apply, especially if you're in the tech field, because the funders that we have this time are in the tech space. All right. So if you apply now, you're going to get three big benefits. The first one, you're going to get a professional investor readiness expert look at what you're doing to make sure that you get on track. Because you see, many people want money after the 7 minutes.
Yes.
No, it's not like that. All right. So the first thing, you're going to get valuable feedback about what it is you're doing, if it can attract funding now or later.
Okay.
So your application will be reviewed by an expert. You will come before financial institutions that provide access to capital for SMEs, and these are institutional funders. Institutional funders are a little bit different from the bank.
Okay.
The bank just tells you, okay, we are going to get X amount, 14% interest. Institutional funders look at your business. What is the value proposition? Is it viable? Are you going to get debt? Are you going to get equity? Are they going to give you technical assistance before they give you the money? And that is Grofin. It's going to be part of the panel. Algam Capital, that is going to help you look at your investor, how viable your pitch is. And beyond that, SFA is going to help the three people who win, how to make sure that they are pitch ready, not just for the investor, but for a sale. Because if you cannot make a sale, you cannot get an investor.
True, if you cannot pitch to the clients, then
it's going to help you understand what your pitch needs to look like. It's going to give you an opportunity to pitch before people. It's going to give you an opportunity to get the feedback to know, okay, I didn't get the money, but now I know the 3-4 things that I need to do to get on track to get the money. Like we're saying during the break, it's not a microwave. It's a thought leadership conference. And the most thing I like about this conference, Winnie, is that, and I know the SMEs will stone me, guys. It's all right. The people who know me know that Frida keeps it real.
Yes.
All right. What I told the founders when we were planning, because I'm on it as a technical director, I said, are we going to have booths? And they said no. And I said, why? SMEs love booths. He said, that is why they are not growing. They want to have a booth and make a sale and then look for the next booth. No, we are giving them information to aspire to greater ambition, to connect them to people that they need to connect to, the appropriate resources, and we are putting them in front of funders so that they can get access to capital, so that they are not relying on this booth I'll put here for 5,000, I need to sell to get my 30,000 back. Life is not like that. And I'm not saying Sikwa Ubaya, booths are great, all right? But there's a process to booths. If you're going to have an exhibition stand, ideally, you can aim for sales, but most importantly, you should aim to build your database. And build your database at the end of that event. How are you going to follow up? Have a minimum viable product that you're going to offer the people that come for the conference. So you are not so hung up that my products did not go. But you got access to people that can buy your products in future.
Absolutely.
So if you have a pitch, if you've been looking for access to capital, I recommend that you apply. Today is going to be the deadline because we need to look at those pitches and get them ready. So you need to apply. You're going to, if you qualify, you get a call and you come for the info session. You pitch and you get feedback so that you get better for that day. And then on that day, you'll get feedback from the judges of the day. And beyond that, if you win, then SME Founders Association is going to mentor you for 90 days to help your pitch. And to say, to help your pitch be more progressive or perfect. That's the word I know they want to hear.
Okay, all right. So now the question is then, what makes a great pitch? Because everybody has an idea, right?
I'm telling you.
I would want to come in and to you and Frida be like, hey, so now, this is the idea that I have, blah, blah, right? So what exactly makes a great pitch that people watching us need to know so that if they want to come pitch, then, have some of this tidbits that they need to
Those 3 things we talked about.
Yes.
For me, they're the 3 business essentials
Yeah.
all around.
Okay.
I know there are people who always want to hear new things, but there are 3 things that happen. Just like you showered yesterday, you don't say that I'm not showering today.
Because-
Utanuka. All right. So
Gotcha.
a good pitch will have a solution-based value proposition.
Okay.
The value proposition can create value for the company and for the customer, showing that this thing I have, there are people out there who are willing to buy it. And what is the market size of the people who are willing to buy it? It is something for SMEs. There's about 17 million SMEs.
Yeah.
I'm looking to tap into 1% of that target. And what I'm selling is XYZ. It costs this much. The biggest thing, I have sold it.
True.
Yeah, so you show the investor that people
is
need
what
this
I
thing.
have it.
All
This
right,
is what I've sold, yeah.
I've put my, because I really believe in it. I sold my car, I sold my shoes. All right, and I created the minimum viable product. Here it is. This is how it has, this is how it has fared. And in the next 2-3 years, this is where I look to be. I'm looking for this amount of money. If you give it to me, this is what your return is going to be. Now, you see, these are not things that you can learn in 7 minutes. That's why you come and do your pitch. Then if you win, because we can't afford to give everybody. The 3 people who win will get to work with experts to understand how to have that conversation. The short conversation for a mini pitch, the conversation for an investor. And people need to understand, Winnie, that the investor conversation is a process, all right? And it starts with the conversation. It starts with a conversation of understanding which areas is the investor interested in, right? Because people always feel that this thing of mine is really good. The best thing since sliced bread, all right?
Yes.
But the guy is in technology. You are in some kind of other services thing. So you think that this person who has made money in that area is going to change for you? No. So it's important to understand who is the investor,
yes.
where are they looking to invest their money, and then show them, I'm aligned with you, this is what I have done, this is how much I have made, this is how this little business that you're seeing here can grow and increase your money also.
Okay.
So investors want to see that, because many times I find people have something good on paper and there's nothing wrong. That is where it starts. But if we can go a step further and come up with a minimum viable product, we can borrow money from our friends, we can borrow money. You see, and this, I know Kenyans are going to stone me today.
Okay. No, they won't. We're learning.
See,
We're learning.
Have you noticed, Winnie, when we need money, we get it.
Oh, yes.
All right? Because like,
one way or
how
the other
is it
you
quickly?
get
Quickly,
it.
somebody has put up a WhatsApp group
Yes.
and put your name in there.
Yeah.
And, put an M-Pesa number. You see, so similarly, if you need money for something, you will get it. All right? So this mindset of it's expensive or it's cheap needs to go and say, okay, based on where I'm going to Mombasa. All right, I need to get on the plane, I need to get on the train, I need to get on the bus, whatever I need to get onto, this is what I need to do to get me there. Okay. And stop looking at what are how can it be done so that all of us can get into this plane? We can't fit in one plane.
Yes.
What do you want? Be selfish. Even the Bible says, love others as you love yourself. So this one of getting all of us in the plane, it is not real. All right. You, what do you want first? Which plane do you need to get into? What do you need to do? Come to the conference and find out information, find out connections, find out access to capital that can help you to scale your business.